Apple is down 9% this month, but most of it has happened in the last 10 days. So in this video, I'm going to walk you through how you can make money off of Apple's volatility by having a really safe, high probability 90% plus trade in this video. So if you like this or that, all I ask for is that you smash that like button and don't forget to subscribe. Now, if I pull up tastytrade here, you will see that I have constructed the 111 trade. So for those who don't know what the 111 trade is, it is a three-legged strategy where you open a debit spread, which is 2 legs, and then you sell an additional put to finance that debit spread, and you open that trade for a credit. Now, I'll link a video in the description that goes into a bit more detail, but in essence, what we're trying to do is having a debit spread financed by a put and opening it for a credit. What it does is, if I go down to this view here, if I can do it a little bigger, it allows you to have no upside loss. So therefore, this is why it's got such a high win rate percentage, because you can't lose money on one side. So if Apple goes up, you're guaranteed to make money. You can't lose. And this is where Apple's price currently is by that checkered gold flag. Now, we've still got all of this room to the downside, all the way up to the 170, and Apple is currently trading at 198. And then what we've got a massive debit spread hedge kicks in of where we can make a maximum profit of $739. And that comes from the width of the spread, so that's $5 plus the credit you receive. So 5 plus 2.39 gives us $7.39. One contract is $739. So what we've done, we have opened the 170, 165 debit spread and have sold an additional put at the 165. So that has allowed me to open this trade for a credit. Now, another way we can look at this is in OptionStrat, which again, I'll link in the description. It is a free tool that you guys can get your hands on. So we can see what this looks like here. So again, as I mentioned, Apple's sitting at the moment at 198.15. If Apple goes up, you're making your $240 at the day of expiration. Now we've got all the way from 198 all the way up to the start of the hedge of the debit spread at 170. So it has to drop, whatever that is, $20 odd, another 5-6% down. And then if it goes even further, this is where that debit spread now starts making realizing its actual gain of the 5-point wide spread. And then we increase our break even. We're basically giving back our debit spread profits to then widen out our break even. So just have a look at this for a second. This is absolutely insane. Right, we'll open the trade for 240 credit. It's costing us $1,600 in margin. So if I do 240 divided by 1650, that's a 14.5% return on a trade that is just over a month. Our maximum profit is 740. So I'm not even including that against the margin, because we're not going to make that, because we'll roll or close this position out. So it's just really there to really help us if there's a massive move to the downside. Chance of profit, tastytrade says 87, OptionStrat says 94. Let's take an average of 90, a 90% win rate. And again, our break even, this is the bit I really look at over here, is how much does Apple need to go down that really gets me into trouble, and that's 20%. Now, considering Apple has already fallen 9%, and over the last few days since Trump's reversal on his tariffs started to go up, it needs to fall another 20% from here all the way down to 157.60. Now, I'm not being funny or anything, right? If Apple's made a 10% move, and with all the shocking news that there is, all of that's all factored in. So it's got to be something new other than tariffs to really shake the market and shake Apple to go down further. Now, when I placed this trade on Friday, what I didn't realize was, is Trump's actually come out and exempt phones, computers, chips from the new tariffs, and that includes semiconductors, which Apple is really much part of. So this is actually good news for Apple. And obviously I didn't know this at the time when I placed the trade on Friday. So this is really going to help us in terms of, I'm expecting Monday Apple to at least be up or flat at worst case. So therefore, if that does happen, then again, it's still going to erode the margin. So if we go in and look at it from a table perspective, you know, Apple needs to drop 80. If it drops 18% from here, I realize the maximum profit. So we have got a huge area. Even if we look at the end of April, a 12% move against us. I'm only down $92 in this trade. And then you leave that for 3-4 days, I'm up plus 32. So I can't see Apple going down by 20%, or it's highly improbable. And if that does happen, all I'll do is roll the position into the next monthly cycle, which would be the June 20th cycle, and pick up an additional credit. And that's why I love the 111. You've got a lot of flexibility in this. So when would I start taking profits? So I generally on 111 trades like to look at between 50 to 70% of the initial credit received. If I get a decent move on Monday based on the news that's happened from Trump, and I can close this out for 150, 160 in a few days, then I'll take it. Because if you look at it here, here's, you know, a 3.5% move, which, let's be honest, isn't really that unreasonable considering it's up 4% and down 8% and all these random stuff. So a 3% move in this volatility is not that bad. By the 16th, which is in 4 days' time, I can make $109 already of the 240. And to be in the trade for a couple of days or a few days and make over around 50% plus on your money, I'll take that. But if it goes against me by 6%, I'm down by 100. And again, a 6% move is quite big, considering it's dropped 8% in 10 days. And all the bad news is pretty much already out there. So what we're going to do, we're going to save this trade. I really like this trade. And I'm going to save it on there. And again, it's called a put ratio spread. I call it a 111. There's many different variations of it. It's just how you actually trade this. I've traded so many of these that I feel really confident with this trade. And again, let's go back to the volatility here. I just want to show you the volatility of Apple. IV rank of 74.7. So if we go to the chart, at the bottom here is the volatility of Apple. And you can see volatility up here when it was pretty much near the lows was, I can't see that, about 150, 160 odd. And it's come all the way down to 87, 73, which is still very high. So let's not underestimate it. This is very high. But if the market was absolutely crashing. So, you know, I didn't really participate in the market because I didn't know what I didn't know. But now we kind of feel like we've kind of hit a bottom here and with volatility still quite high, now for me is the time to get into this market and to be able to place this trade. So I really hope you've enjoyed this video. Again, I want to do more trading ideas for you guys so you guys can understand how I'm trading the 111. If you've got any questions, comment down below, and I shall see you guys in the next video.